Your person once acted as though you weren't the love of their life. They behaved as if you were just another passing figure, someone who could be taken lightly, ignored, or dismissed. Yet, in truth, all they did was make themselves look foolish. They might have thought they were protecting themselves or hiding from the intensity of their feelings, but their actions only revealed their own fear and uncertainty. While they tried to pretend that you didn't mean as much to them as you did, the reality is undeniable. You were, and still are, the one who touches their soul in a way no one else ever has. In the meantime, you have shifted your focus away from them and placed it firmly on your own life and higher purpose. You have grown stronger, wiser, and more secure in yourself. This transformation was necessary. As the Empress, you had to rise into your full power, standing tall in your grace, beauty, and wisdom. You learned that your worth does not depend on how anyone else treats you, but rather on how you see and carry yourself. Through this empowerment, you have set the standard. Now, if your emperor truly wishes to claim his place beside you, he must rise up and meet you with sincerity, clarity, and gentleness. Your person knows deep down that there is no greater love than the one you have given them. They feel it every time they think of you, every time they replay memories of your presence, your words, your touch. It is this truth that makes them hold on to the connection so tightly. No matter how far they may wander in thought or action, something always pulls them back to you. It is love, pure, undeniable, and unshakable, that refuses to let go. This love is not superficial, nor is it something they can easily replace. It runs deeper than they expected, and that depth both terrifies and compels them. You are far too real for them. Where they once lived in a world of illusions, facades, and half-truths, you showed up as raw authenticity. You didn't hide behind masks. You didn't build walls of deception. Instead, you stood before them with open honesty, and in doing so, you illuminated their shadows. That scared them more than anything. They feared that if you truly saw their flaws, their wounds, and their mistakes, you might turn away. They worried that the polished image they presented to the world would crumble under your gaze, leaving them exposed. But what they didn't fully realize is that you already see right through them. You don't just recognize their strengths, you see their vulnerabilities too, and you love them, not in spite of those vulnerabilities, but because of them. Your love introduced them to something they had never truly known before, the experience of safe love. In your presence, they felt accepted in a way that disarmed their defenses. You gave them a taste of what it feels like to be loved without judgment, without conditions, without manipulation. This kind of love is rare, and it awakened something within them. It forced them to confront the truth that they had been running from. What captivates them most is not just your outer beauty, though they do admire that, but your inner light. Your empathetic nature, your ability to feel deeply and care sincerely, has left a lasting impression. You embody compassion, strength, and authenticity all at once, and that combination is magnetic. They find themselves in awe of you, almost enchanted by the way you move through life with purpose and integrity. They cannot help but be enamored by your spirit. To them, your love and energy are like a full-course meal after years of surviving on scraps. You are nourishing in every sense, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. Being near you feels like fulfillment, like finally tasting something real after a lifetime of empty illusions. It is this completeness that draws them back over and over again. They don't just want glimpses of you, they want the entirety of who you are. Your person longs for every part of you, the depth of your soul, the warmth of your heart, the strength of your mind, and the tenderness of your touch. They dream of a future where they can fully embrace you, no longer hindered by fear or pride. They want to be worthy of you, to rise into the role of the emperor who not only matches your strength but also protects, cherishes, and nurtures the bond you share. In truth, they have learned that pretending or running does not serve them. What they once resisted, they now crave. What they once feared, they now yearn to embrace. And though the journey has been messy and uncertain, their love for you has only grown stronger through it all. You have shown them what it means to be loved in a way that heals and transforms. You have revealed to them the power of true connection, one that cannot be faked, hidden, or forgotten. Now, your person finds themselves holding on to you with everything they have, not because they are afraid of losing, but because they finally understand the value of what they have found. You are their safe place, their mirror, their muse, and their deepest desire. And though they may not always know how to express it, one thing is clear: their heart belongs to you, completely and without question. You are the only one in my mind and in my heart, and sometimes I wonder if you truly understand the depth of the effect you have on me. Your presence changes everything. Even in the most stressful moments, when life feels overwhelming and I would normally spiral into worry, I find myself calmer, steadier, and surprisingly hopeful. You have this extraordinary ability to shift my perspective, to help me see the lighter side of situations that once would have consumed me with negativity. This is so unlike the person I used to be, the pessimist who doubted, who feared, who always assumed the worst. With you, I feel like I have been given the gift of seeing the world anew. You've transformed me in ways I never thought possible. You are the only one who lives in my heart, and I need you to know that our love is something eternal. Time may pass, circumstances may change, and the paths of our lives may twist in unexpected ways, but the essence of what we share will never fade. It is a truth that lives beyond temporary challenges and beyond the shifting seasons of our lives. You are my constant, my anchor, my home. Without you, I once felt like a lost child wandering without direction, uncertain of where I belonged. But the love you've given me has built a place of safety, belonging, and strength that I never want to leave. It keeps me steady when life tries to shake me, and it reminds me that no matter what happens, I am never truly alone. The kind of love you give me is rare, and I know in my heart it is something I will never be able to replicate with anyone else. It is gentle yet powerful, simple yet extraordinary. It asks for nothing yet gives everything. It has made me realize that true love does not measure worth through material things or demands grand gestures, it simply exists, unshaken and unconditional. Thank you for being there for me, for showing me that love does not cost a thing, and for reminding me that the greatest treasures in life are not bought, but shared. Sometimes I wonder what I could have possibly done to deserve this love, because it feels too beautiful, too selfless, too perfect to have simply fallen into my hands. And yet, you chose me. You chose to share your heart with me, and for that, I am endlessly grateful. Spending time with you has become the greatest joy of my life. There is no experience more meaningful, no activity more fulfilling, than simply being by your side. Whether we are laughing over the smallest things, sharing quiet moments in each other's company, or just existing together in the same space, those moments are the most precious memories I could ever ask for. You've made me realize that happiness does not always come from chasing extraordinary adventures. Sometimes, the truest happiness comes from the simple, ordinary moments made extraordinary by the person you share them with. Yet, despite the joy we share, the times when we are apart are almost unbearable. Every second away from you feels stretched into an eternity. There is a restlessness in me, an ache that refuses to be quieted, because every part of me longs to be with you again. The distance, whether measured in miles or in moments, becomes a weight I carry until I see you once more. When we reunite, the world feels right again, as though everything has fallen back into place. That is how much you mean to me. You are the piece of my life that makes the puzzle complete, the missing note that turns silence into music, the light that banishes the shadows. I want you to know how deeply I cherish you, how much I honor the love we share, and how fiercely I hold on to the bond that ties us together. You are not only my partner but my confidant, my inspiration, and my best friend. You give me courage when I am afraid, hope when I am uncertain, and joy when I am weary. You've shown me that love isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about choosing each other every single day, through the ups and the downs, the laughter and the tears. And you, without fail, choose me. So let this letter be my promise to you, a reminder written in words of what my heart already knows. My love for you is unwavering, and it will remain as long as I live. Our love is not fragile, it is not temporary, it is not bound by the limitations of time or distance. It is something eternal, unshakable, and true. And no matter what tomorrow brings, no matter how life may change, my heart will always belong to you. Thank you for loving me, for changing me, and for walking this journey by my side. Thank you for making the ordinary beautiful and the difficult bearable. Thank you for sharing a part of yourself with me, for trusting me with your heart, and for showing me that I am worthy of this kind of love. All I will ever need is you. And I will spend every moment of my life grateful that I found you, holding on to the truth that being with you is the most extraordinary gift I have ever received. You are being very cautious about letting your partner back into your life, and this is something they are acutely aware of. They can sense the hesitation in your energy and recognize that you are no longer the same person who once allowed them to freely step in and out of your emotional space. The truth is, they do not like the boundaries you have created, even though those boundaries are necessary for your peace of mind and emotional well-being. To them, your healthy limits feel like restrictions, as if you are closing doors that once fed their sense of control and validation. Your decision to protect yourself is powerful, yet it challenges the part of them that always sought to boost their ego through your openness, your attention, and sometimes even your vulnerability. In the past, it may have been easier for them to influence you, to lean on charm or manipulation in order to keep you close. But now they see that you are no longer willing to tolerate such behavior. You have grown wiser and stronger, and that growth has made it clear that you value yourself too much to accept anything less than genuine respect and love. Your partner can feel this change deeply, and while it unsettles them, it also pulls them towards you with even more intensity. They want a new beginning, a chance to rewrite the story between you, because your energy is so magnetic and appealing. They see you as sensual, nurturing, and deeply confident, qualities that radiate effortlessly from you. It is not just your outer presence that draws people in, but also the inner strength you now carry. To them, this blend of warmth and self-assurance is irresistible. What makes the situation even more intense is that you are admired by many, and they are aware of this. Others see the light in you, the charisma that naturally flows, and they are drawn to it. Yet, despite all the admiration, you remain grounded. You enjoy your own company, you take comfort in your solitude, and you do not feel the need to chase validation from anyone. This independence, this ability to thrive on your own, makes you even more desirable in their eyes. Your partner feels the weight of this contrast. They long to be close to you, yet they understand that closeness is no longer theirs to take freely, it must be earned. That longing grows stronger every time they witness your independence. Since the day they first met you, no one else has ever captured their attention or heart in the same way. To them, you are both irreplaceable and unforgettable. It is as though you have imprinted yourself on their soul, and no matter how much time passes or what experiences they encounter, the thought of you lingers persistently. These feelings stir up endless romantic thoughts within them. They replay memories, imagine new beginnings, and fantasize about what life could be like if they could win back your trust. Their mind returns again and again to the idea of being with you, not just because of desire but also because of the sense of fulfillment you represent. You embody qualities that they cannot find in anyone else. The nurturing side of you makes them feel cared for in ways they may have never experienced before, while your sensuality awakens a passion that keeps them endlessly captivated. At the same time, your confidence and independence challenge them to grow. Being with you requires effort, it requires stepping beyond ego and control. They know this, and it both intimidates and excites them. The thought of starting fresh is not just about rekindling romance, it is also about proving to themselves that they can rise to meet you at your level. You are not someone who will accept half-hearted love or shallow gestures anymore. The bar has been raised, and if they want to be in your life, they will have to approach you with authenticity, respect, and genuine devotion. Your ability to enjoy solitude speaks volumes. It shows that you are no longer dependent on them, or anyone, for happiness. That kind of strength is rare, and it only highlights how much you have grown. In many ways, your journey has transformed you into someone who not only commands respect but also naturally inspires admiration. Your partner cannot ignore this transformation, and it makes them yearn for you even more. They do not just want to be near you, they want to be chosen by you, to be the one who earns the privilege of sharing in your world. Their desire is heightened by the awareness that others see your value too. They know that your confidence, your sensuality, and your nurturing nature do not go unnoticed. This awareness sparks a sense of urgency within them, making them feel as though they could lose you to someone else who recognizes your worth fully and treats you with the love and care you deserve. The thought of losing you only fuels their romantic obsession. They imagine holding you close, being the one to support and cherish you, and experiencing the kind of intimacy that can only exist when both people come together in truth and authenticity. Still, beneath their longing lies the reality of choice, the choice you hold. You are in a position of power, not in a controlling way, but in the sense that you know your value. You are not rushing into decisions, and you are not willing to compromise your boundaries for the sake of temporary connection. This patience, this clarity, is part of what makes you so magnetic. They may want a new start desperately, but it is up to you to decide if that start is possible. In the meantime, their thoughts of you remain constant, filled with admiration, desire, and romantic fantasies. To them, you are not just another person, they cannot replace you, nor can they forget you. No matter what the future holds, they will always see you as the one who awakens something in them that no one else ever could.